Yes, guys, welcome back to another vid from Mutal FC, and today we got another banging vid for you. Today we gotta talk about the travesty that is Chelsea fucking Football Club. They've picked a total of 4 points out of the potential 18 they could have picked up from the last month. That is relegation form. That's what they were memeing Arsenal fans a couple weeks ago about that shit. And then they get slapped up by Arsenal and now slapped up by Man City. What the hell is going on at Chelsea fucking Football Club?
Dude, as a Chelsea fan, man, I just don't know. I mean, like right now we were ahead of Arsenal, bro, but now they're 3 points behind us, and then we're conceding 3 goals left and right. I don't know. It's just weird right now. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean,
I completely understand.
right? And every commentator, I mean, Xhaka, Saka, and Laka scored, and every commentator nutted. Frank, bro. I mean, Frank's gonna get sacked if someone else wants to give their take on Frank.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, Frank, I don't think he's overrated because I think you have to give him some credit, for getting top four with the team he got last year, right? I think a lot of people, I remember when they were doing predictions, people didn't have Chelsea in the top four. They didn't even have Chelsea in the top six, which was totally understandable because you have to rely on Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount. People didn't know if these guys could do it. And to be fair, I'm not saying Tammy Abraham had a wonder season, but 14 goals in the Premier League, that's still good for your first full season. So that was pretty impressive. And then Mount, he works hard. So he's been better this season, to be fair. I don't think he was as good as he is this season last season. But, overall, all the Chelsea players, gave in a good shift for Lampard. But I don't even know if those players are playing for him right now. In the space of a week, they've gone slapped 3-1 to City and Arsenal. There's no fight. When I was watching that game, I personally, from an outside perspective, I had 3-0 in the first half. It's just there's no fight. The players gave up. So I don't know. That's just my. I don't know what you guys think about that, but
yeah, I mean, I think here's what I think. Frank's fucking overrated. I feel like he had one good season last year, but the team he has this year, you spent over 300 million euros, and you're 4 places behind where you were last year at this point in the season. I think if one of us were to coach that team, they would be better than 8th place right now. They have Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Christian Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Giroud, the list goes on and on, attacking options. That defense, talent-wise, could be one of the best in the league. You have N'Golo Kante, arguably the best defensive midfielder in the world. That team is so talented. You're sitting 8th place in the Premier League behind teams like Aston Villa, Leicester, and Everton. I think it's time to go now. It's you've let in 3 goals against 2 of the top 6 sides, both who weren't playing very well in recent games. So I think it's time for a new manager.
Yeah, I mean, as a Chelsea fan, last season was a mix of emotions because I heard a couple idiots. They're trying to say we're going to be fighting for relegation. And I was like, nah, that's some bullshit right there, man. We're not fighting relegation. But I think last season, I think Frank overachieved. I think he wasn't supposed to do that good. And I personally, when we lost to United, I'm like, oh shit, here we go again, another shit season down the drain. And then when we got 4th, I was surprised. But in my opinion, I think quarantine kind of helped us in a way. Because I think we were more towards the end of the season where Frank actually had the balls to play, Pulisic over Mount. And he did still play Mount regardless. We were kind of relying a lot on Pulisic. And then, for example, I think he carried us throughout quarantine. And I think without him, I think we don't take him enough credit for what he's done in the quarantine. And it's a prime example is in the FA Cup final. When he went down, and we just lost after that. We had no outlet. We had nobody. I mean, Tammy, the basketball player, he scored here and there once in a while, but it's not like you don't feel convinced with him, man. He missed 5 chances before he gets one in. His conversion rate is so poor, and but last season he played all right. I mean, the youngsters played good, but again, yesterday was really bad. I mean, we just let so many teams get back in the groove. Arsenal, they're 4 wins. They're not actually 3. And then City, they haven't played like that. I think Vignesh said yesterday, probably their best performance in a while. And Pep showed if you spend money and how to win, but Frank clearly doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't he's spending money, but nobody's working. One of the things I criticize, it's a simple manager thing. Even fans know how to do it. Play the players in the right position. Why the hell are you playing Warner left wing? He's not left wing. He's a central forward, man.
You're
I
right.
mean,
Left bench. You're right. He's left bench, man. I mean, he misses a lot of chances, man.
and then I don't know what he has. Like he did the same thing with Adoy, like last year with Pulisic. Does not want to play him. Like he's the only player that comes off the bench and does something. And like I don't know, he has like a special hatred. And I think right now he deserves a kind of hate because right now the players, it's clear the players aren't playing with him or playing for him or like, and it just seems clueless. Like I mean, yeah, you can add in Rory from Chelsea Fan TV. You probably do a better job. That's my take on it.
The game we were watching yesterday, right? I honestly felt it was like a La Liga team, right? Like Barcelona versus like I don't know Granada or like some new team. Like it was so shit for Chelsea. Like they couldn't even like get close. Like so they were just running around them. And then I think like this is the thing with Giroud, right? Like obviously I feel like with the form at the moment you have to play him. But I don't think you spend $300 million to cross the ball and let a guy head it in every game of the season, right? I mean that's my take. When you like, what do you want to see as a Chelsea fan in the offense?
It's just so hard. First of all, play the players in the right position. Yesterday, Warner, I was happy. Like he played him striker and then Pulisic on the left. But I'm starting to question recruitment a little bit. I mean, of course, as a fan, you want to give them time. Obviously, Warner's been known for being how shitty he is than rather how good he is this season. But as a fan, you want to give him time, right? And like, it's like is he gonna be another Morata? And then, like, originally, Giroud wasn't part of Frank's plan. Yeah, worse, yeah. And I think we've been trying to replace a striker for that central position ever since Diego Costa left. And, yeah, it's been really bad. And our history with number 9s and the striker position in general and how shit we, like, made Torres. But, like, I don't know. As a fan, I just want more fight. Like, yesterday, like, none of our players knew what they're doing. Too much gas between the center backs. And, like, even against the Wolves game, the concede in the last minute is horrible. And Arsenal, I don't know. Like, Arsenal, I was more angry because we only woke up, like, we had some, like, erection in the last 10 minutes, and we decided to wake up in the last 10 minutes and decided to do shit.
Sean, right? Do you think, like, if you guys keep Werner next year, do you think he can do it?
Right now, I mean, I still kind of have some hope in him. Right now, obviously, I don't really. His confidence is probably as low as mine as a fan because it's just like he's just not like he's not good. Right? Obviously, right now he's not good. And Vinicius was making a point like Frank is playing him on the left, but what warranted him to play on the left because he wasn't able to get as much goals down the center like Vinicius said. Like I looked at it, I was like, yeah, that's probably right. And like it's a sticky situation because it's like Warner like. There's literally a compilation of him missing on YouTube. That's how quick people are. And I want to give him time. The problem is Kai. It's just like more than one player are not kicking off the ground. Maybe Thiago Silva and Mendy are the ones, but like we need. It's like more of like an embarrassment. Like I honestly would have kept last year's attack.
That's why I want to play devil's advocate. I'm not here advocating that Werner some god player he'll turn out to be. I'm not on that side. But what I will say is like. When you bring this many new players into a team, you definitely need time to adjust, settle in. And like Werner, I mean, we can like all have question marks, but Werner beat Lewandowski to a golden boot in the Bundesliga once. Mm-hmm. Like there is the talent is there, I think, right? Maybe I don't know if he's a clutch player. The recruitment could be bad, but I don't think Chelsea made 6 terrible signings in one.
Yeah,
it was. I think
it's the gelling of the signings.
Yeah, maybe that's true. Yeah,
I think the thing is though, like. I don't think the players are bad, but I don't think Lampard's good enough to lead them. Like I think you need to do like at this point in the season.
Yeah, I agree.
You're not winning. You're not competing for a title. I don't think you're finishing top 4. So just play Werner every single game for the rest of the season. Let him get his confidence back because I think he's still a good player. And like Kai Havertz, let him play the majority of the games. Let Werner don't put Giroud in. Giroud is not going to get any better than he is now. He's going to score maybe 10, 15 goals. But next year it's not going to do anything for you. So play Werner. I think you got to get Lampard out and get a new manager in there so then Werner's ready for next year.
I agree with that. I feel like the signings, you can't really blame the signings. I mean, it's long overdue. We needed somebody, right? I think it's just like Frank's inexperience for me is like what like really like we say we need time. I'll give the signings time. I'm fine with that, but it's the manager. Like some of his decisions recently has been really questionable. Bringing Adoy needs to, at this point, Adoy needs to start every game now, right? And he has to like the forcing, playing players out of their position. Kai against Everton. I mean, yeah, we were short of players, and he played him in right wing, and then Kai like literally non-existent, like and
Position thing, right? Like I'm not gonna lie, it kind of triggers me, right? Because like, okay, Werner's had time now, right? He's played on the left, even in like Bundesliga, and even when he was a striker, right, with Poulsen, he's played in that like channel, right? So there's that, and the whole reason for like buying Kai Havertz was like, oh, he's Van Persie, he can play anywhere in the front line. He can't even play on the bench, bro. He's not even good enough to
yeah,
get in
I
that.
know, like with Kai, right? It's like the basics of football. Like against Wolves, the guy couldn't even hold on to the ball. Like, I mean, I don't know how to like like I can teach that to him. How do you hold on to the ball? At least make a pass, pick it out. And then we brought on Kovacic that game, and the game, at least the midfield kind of flowed smoothly. It's just like I'll give the signings time. Like I'm not gonna be like like you can't tell the signings go out of the club, and they just bought him for a reason, right? So, but it's just like now you're looking back at recruitment. Did we need all 300 million at once, right? Maybe defensive reinforcements. Yeah, we needed some attack, but I mean, it's hard to say right now, hard to speculate right now because my stance is this: give the signings time, but if that doesn't work, then we have to look at other options. But my thing is now looking back, this is gonna hurt Chelsea. Buying 300 million all at once is gonna hurt Chelsea really bad. Like it's not good for Chelsea at all. I think it's gonna hurt them in the long run because it's just like what you call it, like it's gonna cause a lot of problems, and like you can't go for another like 100 mil again and again. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
I feel that. So you guys heard it here from a Chelsea fan himself. What his thoughts are. You guys let us know in the comments down below. What do you think Chelsea should do? Should they go for a new manager? Should Lampard still be back with more transfers in this January transfer window and back till the end of the season? Let us know in the comments down below. But other than that, we'll catch you next week. Peace.